This episode of the Trophyz and Medals podcast is brought to you by the Nola Chuck Wagon. You can find them at 2240 St. Claude Avenue. Check them out for all your catering needs. They're right next door to the Always Lounge. On their menu, they got boiled corn, potatoes, sausage, turkey necks, shrimps, steaks, and their famous lemon garlic sauce with crab meat. Again, that's the Nola Chuck Wagon. Get at them. Welcome to the Trophyz and Medals podcast, where we discuss sports, fashion, music, and entertainment. Where trophies are temporary and medals are forever. What side are you on? Welcome to the Trophyz and Medals podcast. This is Batman. We're back again. We got the Ebbtide crew. We got Tony Love, Raheem Godell, Twin, and Ebbtide King. What's good, fellas?
What's happening? What's happening?
All right, we're back again. We got a lot to cover. There's a lot going on the past couple of weeks. We have the NFL playoffs. We'll dip into the Saints, the Titans, of course. We'll also dip into the Rooney Rule and the coaching carousel. We'll also touch on Kendrick Perkins versus Kevin Durant beef, as well as Oprah versus Uncle Russ. So first thing first, with our three Saints fans. I know we didn't record last week. How do y'all feel after taking a few days to think about it after that game?
Well, after I didn't really get to see the game, but from what I did see the game, they weren't. That wasn't the Saints. That wasn't the team all year. They came into a game plan that was ready for them, and they, in my opinion, they didn't answer or dominate the way they should have all year. So,
Twin.
Yeah. Yeah, just to echo that, like I said, despite what they roster looked like on paper and what they did in the regular season, they totally, to me, it's almost like they invited people to come to the Superdome and they didn't show up for their own party. And, the Vikings came in there and just literally just whooped that ass,
Do you think it was because you think not getting that bye kind of deflated the team?
I think two things deflated the team. I think losing out two starting defensive linemen, that was one. Two, you had these cornerbacks that you was trying to beef up in the backfield, which to me, they didn't have enough time to build that chemistry. So the Vikings, took advantage of that and exposed that factor. Also, I think another factor is that we didn't run the ball.
Yeah.
Kamara carries what? I don't remember the number, but it was significantly low from what he's accustomed to doing. So
yeah, I think he only had like 15 touches total. And I think majority of them was passes or something like that. So yeah, that was surprising that y'all didn't try to run as much as y'all usually would in the playoffs.
Yeah, so it was the same team that I didn't recognize. And be honest with you, and I'll be the first one to say it, Drew Brees looked scared.
Nah, he don't look scared.
I didn't think he was scared.
He didn't look comfortable.
Well, no, his arm is shot.
Well, no, the other thing, you said the word comfortable. It's hard to be comfortable when you're getting that pressure. So that was the thing. It was getting that interior pressure in his face.
No.
So, and he's not that mobile as far as actually running. And he's not tall enough to make those throws over people when they coming straight up in his face. So
he can't throw past 15 yards also. That arm is gone.
Well, I've seen him throw the ball more than 15 yards, but
He throws at spots. No, he throws at a spot that he expects them to be.
yeah.
So it's not like he can make the throws. He can't throw no sharp outside to the sideline throw. That's gonna get picked anytime. He can't throw in tight windows because that arm is not strong. He throws at spots where he expects the receiver to automatically be at, which he has mastered very good. But when he needs to make that throw, he can't do it.
Yeah.
That's why they're him to throw that 50-yard pass.
Yeah. So I'm gonna segue into saying, love Drew Brees. I think Drew Brees has done his thing, but I think this game also showed me that it's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to put in.
Nope.
Saying this because I'm a huge Drew Brees fan, but it's time to move on.
I don't know.
He's 41. He just turned 41, man. It's like it's a reach.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's not like it's a reach of saying, like, come on, it's time to move on. It ain't like you're 34.
Yeah, I know. But you got a lot of people out here who like, no, want you to stay, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't one of them people. It's time for him to go.
It's because they're holding on to the past as far as.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as, I understand. True that.
And which he deserves. Like, he should be like, he should never have to buy a meal. He never should have to buy a drink in New Orleans ever again. But at the same time, you got to understand.
In New Orleans and a bowl game.
What'd you say?
He owns several spots in New Orleans, and he sponsored a bowl game this year, so he's doing fine.
Oh, yeah. But still, just out of respect.
Bowl.
You say he sponsored a bowl game. Wow, that's damn. Why don't you sponsor my
bowl game?
But yeah,
write him a letter.
I see moving on. Cause like you said, you can't pay him $20 million or $25. I can't see that. If he gives you only way I see it is like he gives you a hometown deal. That way you can spend the money elsewhere, like the offensive line, or get another running back. Then yeah, that's cool. But I wouldn't want to pay 20+ for him. Not because I don't think he's trash, but just thinking about the long term, you got to make that decision to move forward.
Right.
Yeah, now this next season should be his farewell tour.
Yeah.
That's it. They're going to give him one more year, so just make this one more year the farewell tour, but then hopefully they make a move that they get the predecessor to take over after that.
I say hopefully they don't pay him over $10 million. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're gonna pay him over $10 million. That's gonna happen. I mean, that you can't give him less than 20, honestly.
Who else is up for a new contract this year?
All three of them, Teddy and Hill.
Yeah.
All three of them. Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's the issue is you got to make a decision. Like to me,
Teddy about to get overpaid anyway, so that's a done deal.
Realistically, I can see them keeping Breeze and Hill.
Right.
And then potentially drafting somebody else.
Wow.
Because like you said, Teddy's going to get that money.
Yeah.
Somebody going to throw that money at Teddy.
Exactly.
So, nothing against him. It's just a matter of kind of like what the Celtics did back in the day with, Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. You don't want to hold on to them too long until they literally fall apart. And then your team in purgatory for the next 5 years.
What about you, Floyd? What you think?
Well, funny, put a gag order on them kids back there, but it's all good.
No, actually, I'm listening. I select this. This is one defining thing that I can honestly say I can agree with Sean on in regards to it's time to move on. Like, I understand that accuracy kind of plays a big part in making sure you kind of getting those, you getting the receivers the ball, in efficient time. But at the same time, whatever, when we do need those explosive plays at any given time,
he can't make
those
it.
have been you can't make it. So for me, in the Minnesota game that I said, I'm a firm believer to kind of move on from Drew Brees it's like, we won 5 games with Teddy. Teddy is accurate also, but he also has a deep ball threat.
Yeah.
And with Taysom or whatever, and with Taysom, he might not necessarily be the most accurate. He might be more of a mobile quarterback, but that play downfield. So what's his name? That speedy receiver, Hill or something like that.
Harris.
That was Harris. Yeah, that was a game changer all by itself. Couple of plays later, Drew tried the same shit, interception. Yeah. So for me, it's like, I respect Drew and everything he done for the city, but those deep plays alone made me realize that that's something huge that we're missing. And like, say for example, we're blessed with wide receivers like Thomas, who works hard, but we're in a league where players get transferred around, players get hurt. We don't have that much time to kind of work with them on a regular basis. So for their skill sets, where they're like the fast, the deep ball threat, we need that. Those are. I mean, even for Kamara, like if he comes out the backfield, he's 40 yards and wide open, we need to be able to make that, because that's part that opens up the playbook 10 times fold more. You know what I mean? So I look at it like, Breeze did his thing. I love him to death, but Teddy's been under him for how many years now? 3, 4 years?
2 years.
Two years now.
And how long Hill's been on deck? I mean, Taysom Hill.
2. Same time, yeah.
They both came at the same time.
Yes. So they should have enough experience to understand how Drew prepares for a game and use that moving forward to open up the playbook. And as long as we have Drew there, our playbook is limited. And once a team figures that out, you see what you see. So
and that's tough when it comes to playoffs. Like you said, once a team figures it out and put in a game plan.
Right. So they pretty much say, hey, any pass that you throw to Thomas is only going to be like what, maybe 5 10 yards or whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like even
the whole time.
Yeah, be nickel and dime the whole time. Long as we give you that, we know we have a chance to intercept the ball at any given point, which that's what happened. And that's the dynamics of like another quarterback with a strong arm. You know what I'm saying? We can literally say, hey, well, if you're going under, we can kill you with 2 receivers deep, and one of them will catch it. And I think you see that success happening in the league. I know people talk about mobile quarterbacks and the drawbacks and whatever, but I mean, we do have Teddy right there. He's a pocket passer who can run the ball. So you know what I'm saying? And we have Taysom Hill who can be that whatever. Why we keep acting like Drew is going to get any better? You know what I'm saying? He's peaked. He's peaked. And nothing wrong with the saying. Like I honestly would say, hey, Drew, would you mind taking a back end road? Because if you want to be with the city, it is what it is. But Tom Brady, look at Tom Brady this year. As elite as everybody say that he is, that nigga was really shitty in the playoffs.
Yeah, he played trash. I mean, he was really shitty all year.
Yeah, but
right,
he
like,
don't even have the weapons though. At the same time, is why he looked.
Yeah.
His arm is still stronger than Breeze's arm, but it's like he just ain't had the weapons this year. His wide receivers couldn't get free to save their life.
But my thing is that's why they get that elite money, because they can create those windows. See, that's the thing I look at it like, hey, look.
But Tom Brady never took that money though.
Yeah, Tom Brady never took the money though. Yeah,
he
Tom
always went short.
20. Yeah, he stayed under 20 to make sure they got the people.
Right, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's the reason why they stuck with him for so long, because he can make those throws to, create those, make a wide receiver. It's just like for us, we make wide receivers look better, and you can always tell that. But when we get rid of them and they go to another team, they don't work out as well. Kenny Stills sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Snead. Snead.
Yeah.
Snead.
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah. These are people that were considered elite, And now look at them now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, hey, look, under Teddy and Taysom, we'll be just fine. Yeah, it might be. You know, we need to think about the future because the moment that we pay Drew again and he gets hurt, guess what? It's gonna be it's a wrap and gonna be either Teddy or Taysom Hill.
Well, let me ask you this.
It works out.
Let me ask you this. Do you think if you ownership, if you was ownership, would you say, hey, look, Drew, we'll give you X amount of dollars to be an offensive coordinator?
Hell yeah. Just
so that to try to push him into retirement? Because like you said, if you're going to go to Teddy or Hill, you need to at least have that cap space elsewhere in other positions.
Yeah, because y'all got too many other people y'all got to pay soon.
And that's what I was thinking about. Because don't we got to pay Kamara soon?
Yep.
You got to pay Kamara. You got to play Lattimore soon.
Lattimore, yep. All them players.
Man, fuck Lattimore and his old fucking slow ass goddamn.
Nah, don't get that man because he got burned one game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, relax. Just relax. That man can do. He only can do as much as he can now.
It's true.
That man did enough as he did all he could do.
You would have added Jenkins at the beginning of the season with Lattimore. I think the secondary would be better. Yeah. Now the guy I feel like you need to get rid of is that Williams. He need to go.
Everybody know that, yeah.
You know, but you need to keep Lattimore. You need to keep Kamara. You need to keep them two for sure.
Well, I just say I've been saying it for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I say it again. It's time to look beyond Breeze because it's kind of like a thing.
Second day.
We are a good playoff team that can be greater. Only our ceiling, our stop point is Drew Brees.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for divorce.
It's kind of like saying we keeping Winston with Tampa Bay. Like, hey, the ceiling is
the ceiling is the roof.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this is where we at, and I think if we want to win Super Bowls, then we need to start thinking that way. I mean,
all right. Next up, of course, this is going to be my favorite topic. Tennessee Titans won big 2 weeks in a row. Doing it in a way that I planned that we play, but I didn't think we was going to actually follow through and give Henry the ball as much as possible. It's been a nervous wreck because we're still not scoring that many points, but we controlling the game. So we still got a puncher's chance, even though we're playing the Chiefs. Put up a 50-piece today, but we knocked out two big-time opponents these past 2 weeks.
Right.
And Tannehill still has yet to throw for 100 yards.
Which is crazy.
Like
that's truly amazing.
Like I know I was saying give Henry the ball as much as possible, but I mean he did throw 2 touchdowns last week, but still it was red zone stuff. So
well, I'm gonna say this, man. We played y'all in the regular season, and y'all defense ain't no punk. And I think y'all got the more aggressive defense than Kansas City. I mean, I watched some of that Kansas City game today, and I think Tennessee got a chance to go in there and do the same thing they did in Baltimore, brother.
I mean, I think we play physical. We play physical. We got big people on the defensive line. We got fast linebackers. We got corners that's physical, but they're inexperienced, and that's what scares me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I depend on that front seven to get pressure to make it easier on the DBs.
But I like the matchup with Henry against Kansas City defense.
Yeah.
I like that matchup.
And that's what I was hoping for versus going against Texans and J.J. Watt. Like I said, I don't think anybody in the AFC really could have matched up with Henry. Only reason why I say the Texans is because we played them twice a year and they know what to expect.
Right.
But just anybody in the league in the AFC, if we just give him the ball 25 times, I don't think anybody can match up on that.
Is it Carlos Hyde, the running back for Texas?
Yeah.
So watching him run the ball against that Texans defense. Against the Chiefs defense. Looking at how Kansas City tackle, they ain't no way in the world
they gonna tackle Henry.
they gonna tackle Henry. No way in the world. I'm looking at Terrell Suggs, which he needs to retire. There ain't no way in the world they're gonna bring Henry down like that. It's gonna take 3 to 4 to bring him down.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that matchup.
I'm getting thinking about Henry running over the honey badgers.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad.
That's gonna be bad.
Hey, he would say dog, man. Let that man live. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, big
Hey,
y'all
we
can say
done-
all say dog can tackle him.
Hey, he
gonna
from the East, man. Come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Let the man live. You know what I mean?
He trying to live by not trying to tackle him. He better make a business decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like you seen what happened to Thomas.
St. Aug used to play in y'all non-district games.
Or like John Curtis with they grown ass man asses. Shit.
So when we were growing up, who y'all went up against? Forshey, 35,
5'8".
Kennedy.
Yeah, y'all want to come play us and stuff. No, you gonna have some easy victories.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we playing Karen Crow.
Karen Crow used to be a beast.
Pineville. We coming there 2-3, 1-3 in our district games.
But yeah, like you said, if Hyde out there getting yards and running through tackles, you already know what Henry gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the whole key is just keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands.
Yeah.
Obviously, after today.
And the Colts already laid the blueprint down for that earlier in the season when they had 40 rushes against that Chiefs defense. 40.
Yeah, that's pure ball control right there. But
so it can be done.
But at the same time, Mahomes obviously throwing 4 touchdowns. He threw 4 in one quarter.
5.
Five.
Yeah, 4 in one quarter, but 5 all together.
Yeah.
Just disrespectful. Just I don't know, man. Because we had so many injuries at corner, so that's the only thing I worry about. I mean, I even worried about that against Brady. So you already know what Mahomes and all that speed they got. So,
right. I say this about Kansas City, which I like how poised they are because they were down 24-0, correct?
20, yeah.
They were down 24-0, and
they stuck in it.
They stuck in there, So that's one of the things that that Mahomes is poised, man. He's patient. He don't force nothing, and he knows how to rally his troops. So,
I mean, what I thought about it was
I said that about him.
The points were set up by special team plays too, though.
Yeah, true that.
It wasn't like they were just truly being dominated. 24-11.
Right.
It was special team plays.
Yeah, there was some luck that came into that.
Yeah, and that's why the Texans coach needs to. It's time for him to go. He has worn out his welcome.
He won the division like 4 out of 6 years, something crazy like that.
With luck being hurt 2 of them years, and everybody else, the rest of the division was mediocre. Now y'all team became somebody now. So it's fool's gold with him. Dude, his play calling is horrible.
Mm-hmm. And Sean, if I can piggyback on what you're right, because that play call, like that fake punt, don't get me wrong, it was brilliant, but
a better defensive play too.
I would have called that play if I was deeper into Kansas City's territory.
You don't give a quarterback like Mahomes like that a short field like that.
Nah, bro, right? Not at all.
And then I was mad when they went for the field goal when they was up 21-0. They was 4-1 there. They should have went for it then. Just to put more fear in there. You know, they could have got a 28. Right. And it's really, I don't know, like sometimes you got to, because like you said, the special teams score most of the points. You're trying to get the offense in a flow.
Right on. Yep.
And we just know KC can just like we all know, and they proved it. They can just turn it on whenever it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the drop 51 in 3 quarters.
Yeah.
That was just crazy. So now, I mean, like I said, I feel like he's out kicked his cover. I mean, he's out. He's like the Les Miles of the pros, man. He just he's walking up into victories, and he looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not really doing nothing out there. Deshaun has been winning a lot of games on his own.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
They need a tight end.
Yeah, they've been striking out at tight end.
They need a tight end. That's one thing. When I was watching that game, I was like, man, they don't got no tight end.
Cause didn't they pick up the dude? They had the boy from Denver. What's his name? Julian Thomas, something Thomas. They had him for a second, and he ain't playing out either.
Mm-hmm.
But that would make it easier.
Yep.
To get that somebody that threat to be over the middle, and not just depending on going to the outside for Fuller and Hop, or whenever Fuller decides to play.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to say we have one Fuller. Yeah, this keyword decides to play.
Yeah, they said he's been injured, I think, 70% of his career.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that sounds about right.
He'll play one game and be out 3.
So, I don't know. That'll be I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me he gets fired, but I can see giving him another chance.
They're probably gonna give him another chance, no doubt, because they still made that last push and they did what they did. So I still see him getting another year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really no other. Well, there's 2 coaching options will be out there because I think McDaniels will take that job in a hot minute.
Okay.
McDaniels will be in it.
And the coach for and the defensive coordinator for the Niners will take that in a heartbeat.
Mm.
So I see those would have been like the 2 options the Texans could go with, if they did decide to make a power move and to say it's time for a change. But they're gonna give him one more year though for sure.
Yeah, but if it's I can also see if it's a candidate that they like, if that candidate gives them an idea that they will say yes, they'll make that move. So
right.
I'll go after the enemy.
Yeah, I think Bieniemy
and Bieniemy do good segue there.
I think he'll eventually get a job in this off season. But this whole Rooney Rule thing gotta go. Like with the Cowboys, for example, you only interview Marvin Lewis just to put the check in the box.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna hire no Marvin Lewis to save their life.
So, and I've seen a lot of teams do this over the years. Is they interview the black coach first or second, and then they go with who they want. But at the same time, I get it though because all the owners are white. Most of the GMs are white. So of course they're gonna feel more comfortable usually with a white coach or whatever, or have some type of connection. Because that's another thing about professional sports. A lot of people, whether it's either getting in the league or getting a job, it's because you know somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, what's the kid for the Giants? Quarterback.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Is because what was his connection like?
With Eli and Peyton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get that benefit of the doubt. So that's the issue. That's part of the issue. The other issue is not enough black quarterbacks getting an opportunity to be coordinators or be offensive coordinators, which goes back to the whole, the old school, black players can't be middle linebackers, can't be safeties, can't be quarterbacks because they're not smart enough to know the offense/defense. So,
but Belichick and Saban on their little HBO thing, they spoke on this about hiring coaches. The reason why a lot of these organizations strike out on the coaches because everybody's hiring their friends.
Yep.
They're not hiring somebody that does something different and does it well from you. You know, when you hire your friend, they're gonna do the same thing you do. So if you think of it on the ship, you know, you on one side of the ship, you hiring your friend, he gonna be in that same side of the ship as you, and that ship's gonna tilt over if you look at it from that perspective. I mean, you gotta have different opinions and be able
different ideas.
Different ideas.
You can't have a yes man all the time. And I remember somebody said this back in the day, if all the people you hang around agree with you all the time, somebody lying. Somebody lying. Because those type of people are the people that's sitting there plotting, waiting to take your job.
Exactly.
And I think that's what happens a lot of time with these coordinators and coaches is, you know what I'm saying, when things are going good, it's like, yeah, we agree on this and that and the other. As soon as stuff go bad, oh, I knew that wasn't going to work. I always wanted to start this guy in his place and this and that and the other. So,
right, exactly.
Hence what might happen to the Lakers in the future. But
yeah, well, we already know that vote was the fall guy anyway when they hired, you know, Jason Kidd anyway.
So I don't know. Like you said, that's a good point. Like, got to stop hiring your friends and actually look for somebody that challenges your thinking, at least at the minimum, so that it can make you better or give you new ideas. Because if they're just going to say yeah to everything you say,
well, you might as well not. You might as well not have them around. You might as well not hire them.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, the Rooney Rule thing is crazy. But I heard one idea. What's your boy name?
ESPN.
With the bald head, the black dude. Behind Jones.
What?
Behind.
Yeah, so I listened to his podcast, and Foxworthy was on there with him, and Foxworthy said
strategy. They need to do they need to do a report on?
Yes, put it in writing. Put it in writing. Right. Your reasoning of hiring somebody. So just to say, because you know the cliche thing is like I just had a feeling, and you know he just seems like my type of guy, and this and that and the other. If you actually put it in writing, a lot of that shit sound dumb. You know what I'm saying? Or telling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you got to say why you didn't hire this particular person. You know what I'm saying? You go through his, like, for example, Eric Bieniemy, you go through his stats and his winning record and the players he's developed and this and the other. And somebody going to stand up and say, okay, why you didn't say yes to him? But you hire a wide receiver coach from the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it's a brilliant idea because it's one thing to say something, but it's another thing to write something out.
Right, there's more accountability.
And make it public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like with the voting, like the MVP voting, making it public.
So I have a question since we're talking about coaches. What do y'all, I know this is not on topic, but what do y'all think about the McCarthy hire in Dallas?
It's a good call. I think it's a good move.
Do you?
I think it's a safe move.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's bad, but I think it's safe. You got somebody that got experience. You got somebody that's called plays and worked with a highly talented quarterback and know what a good offense looks like. But at the same time, the issue may be how is he going to work with Jerry Jones?
So let me ask you this. Compared to where he came from in terms of Rodgers being a prima donna, you don't think that locker room has more prima donnas than they did in Green Bay?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think they got more prima donnas.
No,
not in the locker room.
Not in the locker room because Aaron Rodgers was enough of a headache of everybody, of a whole organization, so they don't have nobody like that. And McCarthy actually, he said some things that he said he just sat in his house and became like a sponge, and he just like broke down everything he did as a coach in those years to change up.
Okay.
So now he says he want to do a lot of things much differently. He's not gonna come with the same mentality that he had prior, all that time there. And this is a different talent pool for him too. So we'll see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, just to kind of notate on that, I think the better coach hire in that division is actually Ron Rivera going to Washington than any other one.
And a lot of people not liking that move, but I think that was a smart move because you know they're gonna get the cat Chase Young from Ohio State, and you're gonna let him teach him how to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now and the owner has the quarterback that he wants, so he's happy and content. You just gotta make sure he develops a little better. So the Rivera, I think that's a good look for Washington. A lot of people don't think it is, but I think it was a great look.
I think it's a good look. I actually like Rivera. I wish he'd come to New Orleans.
As what?
Yeah, I know. He was a coordinator, but he got the head coaching job.
Well, that's all I'm gonna keep it like that.
Yeah. Hey man, get beside yourself now.
Keep it like that.
I hear you, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, McCarthy, I think it was a safe move, and they couldn't reach for like a college coach. That was just too much potential to go completely south.
Right, because their window is starting to get a little small and it's getting expensive.
Yep.
So they got to make things happen because half of their team is free agents this year. This all season, so it's about to get real.
But Carolina, though, picking the Baylor coach, I don't
see that one either.
I mean, 2 years ago he was 1-11.
Yeah,
well, the owner made a perfect. That's a perfect example of the Rooney Rule right there. He said the guy reminded him so much of himself.
Yep. I mean, what's the other guy? The one in Arizona.
Kingsbury, yeah.
Kingsbury, yeah, same.
He couldn't win in college. So you give him a professional job?
Right. That don't make any sense.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you think these coaching jobs are more so of a skill set, I mean, a favoritism, or just to keep the money, where they want to keep their money inside of their circle?
It's definitely
friends. Yeah, it's friends.
I told you that's what I was saying earlier with Jones. Yeah. It's who you know, who you related to.
The good old boy system.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I just think that. I mean, but then again, or whatever, Pittsburgh kind of did a good job with that situation. I mean, look how
the Rooneys that are only, but I don't understand the theory. They have one of the best owners, but they make some of the most thought off decisions sometimes too. Like they get it right, then they do something stupid. Like how you've kept the rapist there all this time. I don't get it. But but they're loyal. But they won't switch up coaches.
No.
And they did.
What they had 3 coaches in our lifetime? Yes,
3 coaches in our whole entire lifetime. And like I said, they just interviewed Tomlin just to say we'll give a chance, but then he blew them away. Yeah. They said, oh, sure, we're just going to give him the job. And then he's handled this business since he's been there. And this season has probably been his best coaching effort in his whole time he's been there. So
he had shit.
Season he had with nothing.
Literally nothing.
And still almost made the playoffs was impressive. So, so that's what I'm saying. So, that's how we know it just don't make no sense. Like, okay, the Giants, for example. The Giants would never have a black quarterback or a black head coach ever.
Right.
They don't roll like that. That's just been
only reason why Ryan Pellu was on the squad was because of Eli. Again, because he was in New Orleans or from Louisiana. And he was Eli. That's the reason why he was on the squad. But other than that, who's the other black quarterback the Giants have
Geno?
ever had?
They had Geno there for a minute. They had Geno for a year. Geno Smith there for like 1 year. But other than, like I said, you have teams that's just not going to go there. I'll say Green Bay is another team where I can't see doing it.
Did they have
Ray?
boys?
They had Ray Rhodes for 1 year.
Yeah, they did. But
We
they
talking
also
about a start, like ever be a starter though.
Utah.
Backups. You can throw a backup in there every now and then, but you know they ain't gonna touch that field.
But then they had that Franklin kid was Hundley.
Hundley.
Yeah, he was backup when Aaron Rodgers went down.
He was never a threat because he was out there throwing ducks.
Exactly. I was wondering how the hell he got even drafted. Once, remember now, Pac-10. We actually counting Pac-10. You know that
Aaron Rodgers Pac-10. Yeah.
But that's one in every 20 years. That's one in 20 years you get somebody from the Pac-10 that's actually good. Remember that.
Yeah.
So you got to put that into the mix. So I don't know. It's hard. I'm gonna even say this. We are being too hard on Jameis Winston, and I'm shocked that I'm fucking saying this.
Yeah.
Because he's thrown still less interceptions than Peyton Manning has thrown in this same amount of time.
I will. This is who I think Jameis reminds me of. Jameis is the Black Jeff George.
Okay, that's a hell of a touche there. All right, I can concur with that one.
All the arm strength in the world, an asshole, and take way too many chances with his passes.
That's a great call.
And I think that's what Jameis is going to be. He's going to always be that quarterback that's going to move from team to team, but he's going
right.
But he can
put up numbers.
He can walk out of a bar fully drunk and throw you some 40-yard dimes, and you're gonna fall in love, and you're gonna sign him, and then he's gonna cuss out your coach, and then you're gonna want to trade him, and the cycle is gonna start over and over and over.
Nah, he's not even about the curse out your coach. He's gonna throw them pick sixes. That's all he gonna do. He don't do everything else right, but that pick six is a guarantee.
I think he'll figure it out eventually, though.
No, you won't.
Whether it's in Tampa, I don't know. You just being a Saints bias.
No, I'm just being serious. Like, hey, man, he's gotten worse. He got worse statistically as the years went on.
Not really.
Not really. Not really.
It's been the same pretty much.
He's been 30 interceptions.
He did it. He had 20 plus in college, and he's had I think he at least had like 18 or more every year since he's been in the league. It's the norm.
Yeah.
That's what he does because they throw the ball so much because they have no run game. That's
right.
The problem.
That too. Yeah, you putting it in his hands too much. But then he led the league in passing yardage though.
Because they always down and they always throwing the ball. They had a running back that was legit. What's the little short dude they had? And they pretty much stopped playing him.
Alfred Martin.
Yeah, Doug Martin. Doug Martin, you know what I'm saying? He had a great rookie year, had 1,000 yards rushing, and then he got into it with a coach, and they stopped playing him. Like, you had a legit 1,000-yard back that can catch up the backfield and run the ball between the tackles, but for whatever reason, you shut him down, and then you decide to throw the ball 40 times a game. That's the issue. That's like with Breeze. You really want to throw especially when it comes to playoff ball, like, do you want to throw the ball 40, 50 times as a Saints? I want to get those rushes in there.
Right.
So,
and yeah. Because even like we said, speaking of coaches, like how in the hell the Vikings, offensive coordinator gets the Cleveland job.
Yeah.
When you have Dalvin Cook as your running back, he only got 9 carries. How's that humanly possible?
It's mind-boggling.
This dude is a threat, and he only had 9 carries. And it wasn't getting blown out of that game, but they had to, they just had to start throwing.
Right.
That's when it comes down to being too smart for your own good. So I don't know, man. Like you said, the owners, like you said, is it a fraternity? What's that movie? The Skulls? I don't know. Fucking
yeah, Skulls.
The Illuminati.
Yeah. It's It just doesn't make any sense. And not even that they're not hiring black coaches. You're not hiring established, consistent coaches.
No.
Right.
You gonna
Even
bring
former players.
So it's
on your way home.
You throwing
On your
out
way home.
wide receiver coaches and all that good stuff. So
right.
I don't know. It's a
Yeah, you got former players that can coach way better than some of these guys that you have coaches right now, and like you said, they're not getting a chance. How's it like you said you got a league here where the players is what, 70% black?
mm-hmm.
And you trying to tell none of these players can transition over to being a coach? And so many have show leadership skills on the field.
Mm-hmm. My other thing is, now this is where I draw the line though. I swear, if Jason Witten retires this year and becomes a coach, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought you were gonna get that Giants job.
I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like, that would be the ultimate slap in the face for any coordinator in the league, that a tight end can come in, because I heard him being mentioned in some jobs. Just literally hang up the pads and.
Oh wait, you said Jason Witten. I'm thinking about Garrett. My bad. Yeah.
No, not Jason. I'm talking about Jason Witten.
Yeah, you just said Witten. Yeah, I know. People thought Witten was gonna get the Cowboy gig.
Like, hell no.
They wanted to keep him as an OC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But McCartney said he was gonna keep Kellen Moore though. Even though he the one still say he's the one calling the plays though. But he still say I think he still want to learn from him, pick his brain and things like that.
I mean, it's only smart to have somebody that's there already working with the players. So, that makes sense.
Right.
But I know damn well McCarthy's not gonna give up the plays.
No. He already said he calling the plays. That's already gonna happen.
Because didn't he have the issue out there in Green Bay? Because who was their coordinator at one point that he took those dudes away from something like that?
Yeah, I can't remember who the coordinator was, but he definitely snatched that away. And he just said, like I said, he sat himself in the lab. He said he stayed in his garage, and he just picked apart everything he did in all the time he was in Green Bay. So he definitely want to do a lot of things. But sure, I think he will do a lot because now he got a running back for the first time to do the things he's made one.
He ain't never had that before.
Right. So
trying to see what that feel like.
I mean, didn't Green Bay have that one running back? What's his face?
Lacey?
What
Eddie
you mean,
Lacy?
Yeah.
Lacy?
Yeah.
Ahmad Green was with Sherman back in the day.
Yeah, that's way back. But Eddie Lacy was there for a short period, but he got fat. You know, he blew up to like a middle linebacker. But he ain't never had nobody like Ezekiel. He was converting wide receivers to running backs, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Ty Montgomery was a running back.
So, but again, that was all I think part of that was to cater to Aaron Rodgers' ego.
Right.
But we'll see. I think it will be a help for Dak too, though, because he can go back and show things like, okay, this is what we did with Aaron. They got the same skill set. You know what I'm saying? Mobile. He don't have as strong as an arm as Aaron, but he got a strong arm.
Right.
And it can be a learning thing. Like if he can show film, it's like, look, you know, in certain situations, this is what Aaron did. This is what you may want to look for.
True. I think he's and Dak is coachable, so I think he's gonna listen and be a team player. So he's not gonna be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So how many yards that you think Dak is going to throw next year?
How many touchdowns?
No, how many yards?
I'll say close to 4.
I say he go over 4 easy. Easy. I mean, in today's game, that should be easy for him. Long as they keep, long as Cooper is back.
That's gonna be a key factor. That's gonna be an interesting situation if he comes back.
So,
Because they can't franchise both of them.
Nope. Gotta make a decision. Yeah.
So.
But all right. So next up we got the Kendrick Perkins versus Kevin Durant Twitter beef. I'm pretty sure everybody know by now Kevin Durant is a little sensitive as far as people mentioning him online. I mean, obviously he's following his name for whenever somebody mentions, because this stuff is not even the putting his hashtag in or whatever you want to call it, his handle.
Right.
He just put his name in. He just pops up like the State Farm people.
Right. Exactly.
I think both of them are sensitive at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Kendrick is one, he doing it for his job, and then two, I think he and he kind of said that on the jump. He was like, he sacrificed, shot attempts and this and that and the other. And I started thinking, I was like, you really wouldn't get that many shot attempts in Boston.
Nah, he really never got no chances because he was around players that needed that they just had to have the ball. So
exactly. So I don't know what he was talking about. Like he was getting 20 post touches or something like that, like he Patrick Ewing. But yeah, just Kevin Durant just jumped in the conversation like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Damn Russell Westbrook, pretty much.
I get what Kendrick was saying. Like, because Westbrook is more Mr. OKC because he stayed and you left.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be Mr. OKC if you decided to leave. You lose that crown.
And about to say, and Durant should know that. Like, you know you left in a bad situation.
Well, I'm gonna take it a step further. If I'm playing on OKC at the same time Durant is and Westbrook, I'm gonna trust Westbrook with the ball before I do Durant. I'm gonna give Westbrook the ball. I'm not gonna give Durant the ball because Westbrook is a dog.
Well, that's what happened in that last series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is like he's 7 foot, but yet he's shooting 20-foot fades.
Talking about Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue that they ran into in OKC. Like you give him the ball and thinking, like you say, he gonna be a dog and take it to the basket. But
who on Durant?
Durant, yeah, and that's not happening.
No.
He's doing a lot of fades and a lot of pull-ups.
Exactly. So that's why I would give Westbrook the ball. Because Westbrook is going to come for your throat.
You can never figure that shit out.
Right, but even the main this message between this was the fact that it was loyalty. Westbrook stayed. Durant.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get that.
Yeah, that's the reason why Kendrick. That's the reason why Perkins said what he said. It was only because of that.
Everybody knows skill set wise, Durant is a better player, like as far as skills. But like you said, as far as the situation, how he produced, I think that Westbrook production wise was better because he did everything across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to get that many assists and I think he led the league in efficiency and triple double and all that, like that says a lot versus just being a scorer. When you got James Harden, Ibaka, and Russell Westbrook around you, versus that first year Russ had, it was just him and Steven Adams. So that was I don't know. I just, like I said, Kevin Durant knows better.
Yeah, he just like this because he's not playing right now. He got too much idle time on his hand.
Yeah.
That's all this was. If he was playing, he wouldn't have recognized this. He wouldn't even thought about this. But guess what? He's sitting there chilling, so he just got in his feelings for a second. And Kyrie ain't helping him out either right now by sucking also. So that's not helping him out also. So he's looking at he's seeing that he got another situation coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with Kyrie next.
It sounds good on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until they get out there. As you see, Kyrie, he probably played 10, 15 games so far.
Exactly. And the
He came
team
back
playing
tonight.
better since he been hurt. So once again, Kyrie has been a cancer with another team.
I don't know, man. I think he's going to be. I said it in the beginning of the season, but I didn't want to believe it. But I think long term, he's gonna get traded out of Brooklyn too.
Oh, definitely.
Because I don't know, man. I just see he's gonna grow to be a good numbers guy on a bad team. Like he's gonna get moved to freaking who's a badass team that needs a point guard.
Well, for the most part, you can just say like right now, currently with KD, unless he just injury prone. Unless he avoids being injury prone, he's just gonna sell tickets. To a certain degree, I don't think he's ever gonna win another championship.
Going to Brooklyn, I think by going to Brooklyn, he screwed that opportunity by that happening for sure.
They have a lot of talent, but like I said, I think it was too much talent that overlapped, and I think that's the biggest problem because Dinwiddie, whatever his name is, he's been playing like he probably fight to be an all-star this year. So you bring Kyrie back today, are you gonna take those minutes away from Dinwiddie? Like he averaging, almost 25 a game, and like you said, playing better. Then you got Caris LeVert. You got
right. The team was already good before they got there.
So it was, to me, like you said, that does make sense as far as selling tickets, because you pretty much stack between the 1 to the 3 of 9 players that previously before Kyrie and Kevin Durant got minutes. So now what's he gonna do with it?
Yeah.
So you gotta make moves. You gotta trade Dinwiddie. You gotta trade Caris LeVert, or whatever. But yeah, like I said, long term, I say within 3 years, Kyrie's out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But management, they reached on this. They just was being opportunists because they never thought that this was going to happen.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. It fell on their lap. So like we just say no.
Right, exactly. There was in a no-win situation. They had to take it, but then but at the same time, it shows though that Kyrie had, Durant don't had a heart to deal with being with the Knicks.
Yeah, and that's crazy that we might end up in the same range as far as wins. So,
right.
Yeah, and I think actually for them, it would have been a better fit to come to the Knicks because we got all those bigs.
Right, but you wouldn't have got all of those bigs, but you would have had like
we still would have had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So we got a few to spare. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it makes more sense than going to a team with a bunch of point guards and 2 guards.
Right, exactly.
Which basically Kyrie and Kevin Durant is. Kevin Durant is a 7'2" guard. So, like you said, it just fell in their lap, and it's just like Brooklyn was like, "Well, fuck it, let's go ahead and do it."
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. Mm-hmm. But then at least they knew they had this year of not having. Well, they knew they had the year of not having Durant, but then now once again, Kyrie on his injury-prone stuff this year, so it's like, oh god, here we go.
They were so all in, they fucking paid DeAndre Jordan fucking $15 million a year. And that nigga been that nigga been washing his way out the league. So I don't know. It's and then another point, like you paid DeAndre Jordan, but now they're gonna probably lose with the white boy that won a 3-point competition. Joe Harris.
Yeah, I know
you're gonna lose somebody like him that's a knockdown shooter, can handle all the pick and roll, but because you want to, get in the good graces of Kyrie and Kevin, you're gonna pay DeAndre Jordan $15 million when you already got Jared Allen at center, and it's a league where centers are
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter no more. So, or at least his style of center.
Exactly. So, yeah. But like I said, bottom line is, if Durant wasn't hurt, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Once again, too much idle time right now.
Mm-hmm. And then also, like it's said, all that talent that's on the team, like, and that another segue is a balance of having skilled players versus having effort players. So, like, everybody in the league, all the teams in the league now, everybody wants the big that shoots threes, can handle the ball, and this and that and the other. But nobody's looking for that guy that's going to, rebound, set screens, and do the dirty work. And it's like, and that's what Kevin Durant and Perk got into, is like, you only had average 2 points and 3 rebounds, but at the same time, we all know Perk do all that other stuff, hard fouls, hence Tony Love.
He did all the dirty work.
Intangibles.
Yeah, you need somebody on that team that's going to elbow somebody in the ribs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you need everybody to do that. We need a Raheem Godell to shoot threes all day. You got to have that balance. And I think everybody get caught up in seeing the 19-year-old that's doing all these drills and stuff like that. But how he going to fit on the team? You know what I'm saying? There's no veterans anymore. A Charles Oakley would never make it in today's game because he don't have a so-called skill set. You know what I'm saying? But he get out on the floor and make plays. He can get you extra possessions. He gets you defensive stops. Sneak in.
That's why you see all this old late defense. Yeah, that's why we got so much old late defense. Nobody, because everybody's scared to be embarrassed and all of that. And Patrick Beverly don't count because he reckless.
Yeah.
He gonna hurt somebody, and then that's it. He gonna be out the league.
I mean, he already hurt a few people already, so that ain't nothing. He knocked people's teeth out. He didn't messed up Russell's knee.
Yeah, this is true, right? I'm just surprised somebody ain't catch him in these streets. Then at the end of the day,
he is from Chicago.
Chicago, yeah. I
don't think nobody want to catch him in the streets. He might catch somebody in the streets.
Yeah, I know.
Even though he in the wrong, he might be the one still catching you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I guess that's why I don't like him. But I mean, I ain't gonna say that I don't like him, but it's just he too reckless.
But that's kind of why he in the league. It's like, and Tony Allen said this. He's like, Tony Allen said Patrick Beverly stole his persona, but he took it to another level. Like you said, he's reckless. He's
right. Like Tony was actually a good defender and never hurt nobody. He would just lock people down. He did his thing.
He's Tony. He's Tony with little man syndrome, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Well, miniature. He think he a miniature Kevin Garnett, but with no skill set. Because he tried to do all that talking and everything, but like I said, but don't have no type of skill sets to even back it up. At least Garnett still had the skill set and the trash talking to go with it. But yeah, so that was just But yeah, like you said, that's the problem with the league. But eventually, since like we're getting older now, and a lot of the cast years we can see are becoming coaches now that was former players. That's gonna change.
You think the players from our generation is gonna change the coaching style? I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna change it.
Kind of like your theory with music.
Mm-hmm.
Skipping the generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the NBA is moving more towards the analytics. So these players are not going to be hired as much.
I seen that too. I read that somewhere.
If David Stern was still here, I would get what you're saying, Anthony. But I'm thinking because of Adam, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna kind of keep it balanced. I just, well, you know what? I'm hoping then. I'm hoping that this is gonna happen.
But like even with the and we can say the same thing about football with the record books, with analytics and how things is done and the coaching styles. Like none of these stats, the stats gonna lie. Like numbers gonna be lying to a lot of people in the future. As far as you'll probably see a player. Let me think of somebody that scores a lot of points now.
Harden.
James Harden. People gonna look at his numbers and think that he was better than, you know what I'm saying, Tracy McGrady. He's better than, you know, give me some two guards, George Gervin and Jerry West.
Shit, probably even Dwayne Wade to a certain extent.
Wade,
Yeah.
Kobe, because I'm pretty sure he's going to pass Kobe in scoring.
Yeah, he will.
But just because the game is different with the three-pointer now, it's going to be washed. Like, because just imagine if Larry Bird shot threes. Because I think he shot like a career like almost 40%, but he didn't shoot that many. But
yeah, maybe like two or three threes a game.
Yeah, so versus now, a top scorer like that will be shooting 7, 8, 9, 10 threes a game at that clip. So I think the generational was that people have always said you can't compare generations to each other because there's going to be so many empty stats between the free throws, the 3-pointers,
defenses, the rules,
the rule change. There's no hand check. There's no illegal defense. All those little things is going to, it's going to alter how people perceive. Because once you get so far down the line, there's not going to be too many people that actually watch the games. All they do is watch the highlights and look at the averages.
Yeah, that's all. That's what all it is right now, and that's why I'm like, that's gonna hurt. Like I said, if they don't get it back to some form, like you said, of fundamentals, of legitimate role players, and people knowing their roles and stuff. Like you said, rather than people thinking they're something more than what they really are. Like that will be the death of the NBA.
Because you have to earn to be able to get shot attempts in the NBA at one point. You can have all the skills in the world, but you have to earn your way in the league to be a guy to have multiple players call for you.
But the NBA, I think the NBA, they've treated the regular season as pretty much the preseason of everything. I'd say everything before the All-Star break.
Yeah,
is pretty much their preseason. They don't really turn up the competition part up until after the All-Star break and the playoffs. So you see Harden going off for 40 points a game, triple double and all that. But come playoffs, the referee officiating tightens up. Like that call you was getting in the playoffs, it ain't there. I mean, in the regular season, it ain't there in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Get up, bro. We got 6 more of these games like this.
Right. And he can't, and it seems like he doesn't handle now when things get more intense. Plus he wears himself out by doing all of that he's doing during the regular season also. Mm-hmm. So they let him just wear himself out.
Yeah, he had like some kind of record-breaking number as far as number of dribbles.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah.
Like he literally probably dribbles more than some teams did in the 90s by himself.
Right. So he got to stop doing that, but being under the D'Antoni system, that's what's going to happen because he's not going to stop him from doing that. So he's going to keep wearing himself out during the regular season, and when playoff time comes, he out of gas. And then he looks so bad when he runs out of gas, so it looks like he's not even trying to play.
Oh, Lord, that ain't.
I mean, he can – I wish he can – well, and when I say he, I mean D'Antoni. If he can just call a few plays where he's off the ball, run off a couple screens, catch and shoot or whatever, like that would – like little things like that would save so much energy versus him dribbling the ball 30 times to his 4 seconds left on the shot clock and then putting up a shot.
But I don't even think it's D'Antoni with the play calling. If you ever watch him, when the ball ain't involved, when the play ain't involved in Harden, he don't do nothing. He just
It is his fault. Whether it's a play
Yeah.
call or not, he got to hold him responsible.
Possible.
So
that's
like,
not gonna happen.
you know what I'm saying? And that's part of, I mean, I get that part as far as coaching a star and stuff like that. But it gotta be some type of repercussions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially now that you got Russ on the court too. Or even like before when he had Chris Paul. It's not like we don't have another option.
Yeah. Now what they said when Chris Paul was getting frustrated about him was the fact that anytime he had the ball, he wasn't showing no type of effort.
But see I also blame the other players on the team because that team is full of people that's played 5+ years in the league. So Eric Gordon, stuff like that. Gerald Green, you gotta give him the Willie Beeman treatment.
That's true too.
If he out there like half-assing when the ball not in his hands, when somebody comes set a screen on him, don't call the screen out. Let his get laid out. That'll get his mind right.
But like you said, but you know what though? That's D'Antoni though. Once again, I think that go back to coaching. He has D'Antoni under his thumb, and that's what D'Antoni just loves. Now, if this is a different type of coach, another coach will, like you said, will probably tell some of the players, "Now leave his ass hanging." We sick of this.
But also, if you had a '90s veteran, if you had somebody, I'm gonna think of somebody else. Like if you had Xavier McDaniels on that squad. And they call a play for Xavier McDaniel, and James Harden out there with his hands on the short. Xavier McDaniel's gonna put them hands on him at practice.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So again, that goes back to not having veterans on the squad.
And
you got people that's. No, go ahead.
No, I think that's another reason why Jimmy didn't come to Houston.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yep, Jimmy didn't want them problems because Jimmy gonna say something. We know that.
Yeah, Jimmy is gonna put them hands on.
Yeah, now Jimmy would have put them hands on him.
That would have been entertaining. But he found a perfect fit in Miami though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Knicks held on the L today though. Knicks and
Titans
this weekend. It's a wonderful weekend.
Oh god.
And you see Philly they're trying to make an example out of Embiid right now, huh?
What you mean?
They try. You see how they run up and down that court with grace now without Embiid in the way.
Yeah. I mean, that's always been the case. Like if you build a team around Ben Simmons like Giannis got, where you can actually just run and spread the floor, like let him be a power forward that can handle. Yeah.
I saw the stat a couple of weeks ago. Embiid only went in the paint 6 times in one game.
Yeah, he'll have a couple games like that.
No, he ain't no couple of games. That's every game. Ain't no couple.
Oh my god.
So I think, like I said, I think Simmons is trying to show like, yo, we need him gone.
That's what I'm about to ask next. So like, so basically, you already know your vote. You're saying you'll get rid of Embiid between injuries and playing on the perimeter. You'll get rid of Embiid first.
Hell yeah.
Because I saw something, I think I posted it in the chat. It was D'Angelo Russell for Ben Simmons trade in Golden State.
I'd do that.
That was something on a discussion at one point that the two teams were discussing. If Golden State do that, that's a scene next season.
This is true, but then I think that'll help Philly out too. So I think
that's what I'm about to say next too. Like a pick and roll with Russell and Embiid is going to be crazy.
Right.
And then, like you said, now instead of having Simmons that can only drive off the pick and roll, you're now going to have somebody can come off that vision and shoot 3.
What about this though? What about Embiid for DeAndre Ayton?
Let me think about that.
Because Ayton, no.
Monty don't want some problems. He don't like the crew he got right now.
I will say this, no, because they already got Dice. Who they got? The white dude from Boston.
Banks.
Yeah.
Right.
So And for Philly, you pretty much have the same problem all over again with less defense, with no defense.
No defense.
Because Ayton don't defense, play defense.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Ayton, as soon as he touched the ball, he the same way. If he 15 feet, 18 feet, as soon as he catches it, he face up and shoot a jumper. He don't go to the paint.
Yeah, that's why I think Philly, I think they do better getting Russell with, get D'Angelo. Yeah, just get D'Angelo. Because that'll just balance that out much better. Because they play, they're already a big team as is already. So it's not like they're going to get that super small
Right.
by doing that. So I think that would be a good, legitimate move. And that's why I said I think that's why they're going to I think they're gonna put that into consideration. Especially with him always being injured.
Right. I mean, Simmons been, ever since that first injury, his rookie year, he's pretty much been healthy going forward. Mm-hmm. But I think Embiid's injuries is gonna scare other teams. But
see,
at the same time, you can't pass. Like when he actually gets down there and plays in the paint, the dude's so unstoppable. You can't overlook that.
Right, and then actually Golden State can pace. They can pace him more anyway, so he wouldn't have to do as much. But then when the playoffs come, that's when you pretty much unleash him then, because you wouldn't need him during a regular season like that.
You talking about Simmons or
Embiid being there in Golden State if you would trade him there?
No, I'm saying no. They were trading Simmons to Golden State.
Simmons? I wouldn't trade no goddamn Simmons there.
That's what the discussion. Well, that's what the discussion was.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought I heard. Simmons to Golden State. I'm like,
I thought it said Embiid. Oh nah, fuck all that. I don't want them problems.
That's the NBA for you.
Yeah, that was earlier this week or last week or whatever. There was in discussions of that potential.
That's downright disrespectful, man.
Why?
Nah, nigga. What? No.
You basically
I'm not hearing the explanation. What? Because that's basically what's wrong with that trade?
It's like a super Draymond Green.
Yeah, you getting a real player that can play anywhere in the league with them cats that can play too.
What if they start Ben Simmons at the center?
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what they do. They positionless basketball. That's what
the epitome.
Dude, they can go. They will go undefeated, man. They could probably mess around and go undefeated.
But I mean, isn't that Golden State's way of basketball though? I mean, you can't knock
pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I mean, so
ball movement.
Did y'all also see y'all saw that meme they made? I don't know if I sent it to y'all. It was 3 pictures of Steph talking to players. They showed him talking to Andre Iguodala. They showed him talking to Kevin Durant, and then they showed him talking to Giannis.
Yeah,
talking about closing the deal.
Man, don't even bring on no Giannis, man. Don't do no shit. Don't even put the energy out there like that.
I'm just saying, if Giannis I would be highly disappointed if Giannis goes to Golden State.
Kevin Durant did it, got a title, so why wouldn't
Giannis wouldn't do that though. Giannis ain't built like that. I can tell you that.
Giannis is different.
He's not built like that. He's not a bandwagon hopper. He won't do that. He'll stay. He would damn near stay in Milwaukee by default to a certain extent. He'll do.
I don't know about that. He said,
exactly.
About the beach.
Yep.
I'm about to say
the beach. And that's all he said about his upcoming free agency.
Oh, damn.
I don't think he'll go to Golden State, but I don't think.
Yeah, you go to L.A. That means L.A.
Who has
signed his brother?
Who has ever stayed in Milwaukee? Kareem won a title there and dipped.
Yep.
True.
Ray
Allen dipped. Big Dog dipped. Ben Baker dipped.
Yeah, well, I guess then now L.A. here he comes in because that's the only spot he going.
L.A. who?
Lakers.
They signed his brother.
No,
I would never watch another NBA game again if that ever happens.
There's no way. Well, just put it like this: it makes no sense basketball-wise, to have LeBron, Giannis, and AD.
This whole era don't make any sense.
No,
It would
AD
be no
leaving.
shooting.
AD leaving anyway.
AD's not leaving. He's staying to get the full 5 years in the max.
I don't trust him.
Nah. Say, bro, I think
He's from Chicago. He's from
He's
Chicago, and he's a Green Bay Packer fan. I can't trust him.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Like,
I can't trust him. He's not. I saw. I said, "Oh, he ain't got no credibility here.
Come on,
he can't be trusted."
Let's win this game. Let's win this one tonight, huh?
He had an Aaron Rodgers jersey on, man. I can't trust him. I don't know if he's staying in LA. He already turned down he already offered him a max deal already, and he turned it down.
Yeah, but that's for money, man, because he can only get 4 years and 120 or whatever it is, versus in the summer he can get 5 and 200.
Yeah, it was 4 years, 146.
Yeah, so you telling me you gonna not wait for the 200?
I got you. I still don't trust him.
I ain't know about the Green Bay Packers thing.
Yeah. He was at the game. He's at the game tonight.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, can't trust him.
But I think he got 2 more injuries to go through before the end of the season.
Oh yeah, he definitely gonna have more injuries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened to those cats. They have that big ass growth spurt. Body ain't built for that.
And the eyebrow too. Damn Austin Grouch ass looking nigga. Should stay in New Orleans.
No, he did the right thing. Nah, he had to go.
He did. He did it. He did what he was supposed to do. I give him that.
I just say he went about that wrong.
He just went about it wrong, no doubt.
Yeah.
But at least he gave them opportunity to get something back. Which they got the boatload of stuff back because Brandon Ingram out there getting buckets.
Thank you. Oh, I've been appreciating that. Oh, thank you.
Oh man, he out there just hitting threes.
He doing whatever he want to do.
Posting.
Yeah, whatever he want to do, he gonna do it. He gonna get them points.
And they got 75 draft picks.
Exactly.
And Zion ain't even played yet. That's another thing. It's like
I'm not gonna lie. I watched the game against the Knicks, man, and I was even impressed with Ball. I was like, oh, what Ball trying to do here?
Yeah, like having somebody like Zion is gonna help.
Yo, that's why I was scared to see him and Zion together. Ball and Zion do it with his passing ability, getting him the ball. I said that's kind of scary. But you know the miracle I'm hoping for though.
What?
We get that number 1 pick.
So get it again and
get his brother. Get his brother.
No. If not with the number 1 pick. There's no way if you got a number 1 pick, Alonzo's brother.
Oh.
Need that to happen.
But no, what I was about to say is like even if you get the number 1 pick, you got to take that kid from Memphis.
We don't need him. We got enough big people. Where he gonna go? Nah.
True.
Give me Ball.
That would be crazy.
I want Ball. I ain't even lying. I never thought I would sit there and say I want another damn Ball on my team. Pause, but god damn.
Have them all live in the same world.
Hey, they'll blend in just perfectly. They'll blend in perfectly. They will blend in perfectly.
7 more hard heads.
You would think they was from there, so it'd be all good to go. But yeah, man, that has to happen. That's what I mean. That's the miracle I'm hoping for.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy, dog. That. I mean, it's not like we haven't seen brothers in the league before, but the fact that they pops was prophesizing.
Yeah, but he ain't thinking he had the wrong LA.
Yeah.
That's for sure. He ain't thinking the state. He had the wrong LA. That's all. It wasn't the city, it was the state. And then I'm telling you, they will be a freaking problem.
We'll see.
We straight now. You see that starting lineup? You got actual
Ball, Ingram, Zion, Hayes. What about Holiday though? What you do with Holiday?
No, he getting traded. I think he might get traded at the deadline. He either gonna get traded at the deadline or he's gonna get traded this summer. He already knows it too, though. So
he's been balling. I think that's part of why he's been sitting games.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to keep him healthy. They're trying to keep him healthy to make sure he'll be available for a trade. So now, if he doesn't get traded at the deadline, then they'll have him playing again. But I think they're trying to just keep him safe for right now because something in the works. Hey, if we could collect some more draft picks, I'm good with that.
I mean, shit.
We
can only collect so many.
Draft good.
Yeah, because your boy's nice too. Alexander, whatever, the one with the team names.
Yeah, because
nice
his cousin, because his cousin in OKC has been highly disrespectful.
Yeah,
they both taking ankles.
So yes, that's what I'm saying. So David Griffin, he just putting together a nice little squad down there, man. I'm impressed what he's doing. But Gentry still got to go.
Oh man.
I'm sticking with that one, nigga. I'm sticking with that. I'm sorry. Hey, man, he telling them to shoot 43s a night, man. I don't like that.
They ain't built that. That squad not built for that.
Yeah, but he wanted to shoot 43s a night. Nah, man. No. We don't need that. They just need to run.
Redick only people that should be shooting threes is Redick, Ingram selectively, and Holiday.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But we ain't getting that. So that's why he gotta go. Just to the strength of him saying shoot 43s a night.
Where these other 25 threes coming from?
From the wrong people. That's what I'm saying. So we got to dead that. But overall, I'm liking what I'm saying, though. I see the hustle. I see the effort. But we got to kill them 43s a night, though.
Mm-hmm.
So Gentry got to go this summer.
All right. So next up, moving on from sports, we had a serious topic we kind of touched on in the previous podcast. Just want to see how everyone weighed in with this recent news. So Oprah was directing or producing a documentary as far as Russel Simmons alleged case, but now she has stepped down. So Sean, I know you have more details on that. So I know you said something about he did like a polygraph and he passed all of them, and
about 3 of them.
Yeah, it's like, okay, no, he actually took 9 of them. They were 3 hours each.
Oh, okay, yeah, wow. Ooh.
Right.
For what?
Right. He took 3 polygraph tests, like 9 of them, 3 hours apiece, just to show to his daughters that he never raped or attacked any woman. Now, he said, I'm a womanizer, and I made my advances, and I said some inappropriate things to them, but I've never forced myself on any woman. He said, I'm an asshole, I'm a jerk. So he took accountability of those things, but he said, I never forced myself on any woman, period. And now I guess as these producers, because Oprah's going to be an executive producer, and she was going to put it on Apple TV. But then I think as time kept going on, the other director and the other producer of the documentary, they were trying to rush it to Sundance. And Oprah wasn't feeling that for some reason. She's like, we need to finish this. We need to do more research.
And they were just trying to get it out there.
They trying to get it out there, and she doesn't want to just put her name under somewhere. She, and her and Russell do have a good relationship. They've had a relationship. They've, done shows together and interviews over the years. So I guess something finally kicked in with her that it just ain't sitting right with her. And
so basically, like we said before, like I know you said before, is like we were saying like why she's attacking Black men, and why she's going to she already did the R. Kelly thing, and is why not bring forward all these other
Weinstein.
men. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
and then the Harvey Weinstein is happening right now also. So I think she think that was not a good look to do them at the same time.
Yeah.
And she didn't, and I don't think she wanted that highlighted more on her. Like, they're looking at it as a great opportunity to do it because of the highlight of the Weinstein situation. And now this is coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of was, I don't know. And, people, Oprah gonna listen now. Me and her share the same birthday. So she ain't boo-boo the fool. So she's kind of like, I don't think, she's seeing the bigger picture in the situation and seeing it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And she's seeing a lot. And then the people that they have chosen in here, they're much older. Like, this stuff was 30, 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's not really credible.
Well,
Honestly, something that far back.
how many have y'all seen the movie? I know you probably saw it. Have Plenty.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember that was based on a true story, and the girl that it was actually is one of the girl who played Haviland is actually based on the girl that came out and accused Russel Simmons.
Interesting.
wow.
So if you remember that movie,
Mm-hmm.
she was just always running game and wanted to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
teasing the boy and leading them on. So when I found out that was her, and then, she came out like
Flags.
That's somebody did a movie about you,
A whole movie.
a whole movie, and now you coming out saying that nah, let's see what Russell got to say about this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't know that.
Wow.
So see, that's a good extra twist there. See what I'm saying? Oprah do her homework. Like you know, she, like I said, now she, we know, like I said, prior in the past, like, she has her insecurities in things of people taking advantage of her and and abusing her sexually, in her past. So she has a soft spot towards this. So she always want to look out for anybody that's been through this. But then she's still gonna do her research.
But see, that's the thing. Is I think what we said previously and what I was afraid of, when you are personally close to a situation, you can kind of have a blind eye.
Exactly.
To certain things because because of your personal situation, you're looking at it like, okay, it's the same as mine, when it may not be the case.
Right, and I think she's saying like this is way different than the R. Kelly shit.
Right.
Like this, R. Kelly is obvious. It's obvious. It's open shut case. We get it. That it is what it is. But Russell thing, he already was letting you know he took accountability of a lot of the things he's done. So to say that these other accusations was going on, you like, no, that's not me. He said, yeah, I've done a lot of drugs. Like, Russell has always been open about his life.
I said, like, my controversial twist is if she exposed Russell, she's pretty much exposing herself. And my thing is, her and Russ' relationship was like closer than what people would think. So I would say if that movie would have went on, then it would have actually kind of told her on her life and her threesomes, her affairs throughout the whole situation too, that nobody really talks about because of Oprah.
Yeah.
So that's why
I can see that, and especially Russell. If anybody gonna know somebody dirt and they basically the same age, would be or Russell would know her dirt too.
Yeah, I mean everybody knows her dirt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody talks about it.
Yeah, and this could have fueled people to finally decide to air her out.
You know, like a nigga like 50. Like 50 would get it.
And 50 Ignorant Tale was getting involved in it too, so that was going to be too. Yeah. And we don't want 50 to get digging up shit.
Because his private investigator is off the chain.
Man, he is great at finding stuff. So, if anybody, you don't want them to, if you don't want nobody focused on you, you don't want 50 focused on you.
50 or Kardashian.
Yeah.
They got a good ass
I think 50.
team.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, Chris Jenner on LA, man.
Okay,
Chris owns LA, yo. She know everybody.
I'm thinking about the daughters. I ain't know you talking about Chris Jenner.
Nah, we talking about. I'm down first. When I heard when he said Kardashian, I thought Chris off the rip. Chris know everybody dirt. Man, come on. How you gonna sit at the OJ trial next to your man you having an affair with your husband and trying to save OJ? Well, she was sitting next to her future husband, was Bruce, riding with a cat that you had an affair with, and your husband is defending. Yeah, she got dirt on everybody. So tread lightly with Chris, because Chris knows everything that happened in LA. She's the godmother of LA right now. So I look at that as a very interesting situation now.
Mm-hmm. But Hollywood is it's a wave of things. Like I watched that Kevin Hart documentary and all his issues, and now it was so hot back then as far as him stepping down from the Grammys or the Oscars or whatever it was. And then now Oscars. It's kind of like it's dirt under the rug now because his team handled it eventually correctly, and his stardom just outlasted the drama. So
right.
So like with that, especially with comedians, like I don't get that. Like somebody tells a racy joke, and then 20 years later you dig up that joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially for comedians. Now, if you like a politician or actor or athlete or something like that, that's one thing. But for a comedian, your job is to say stupid shit.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to touch everything that's going on and find some type of funny truth in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you getting criticized for that is completely, I wouldn't say completely unfair, but just is unrealistic.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we probably do got some comedians that saying some hateful and mean shit. But you know what? Most of the time, those comedians don't be successful.
Exactly. I mean, you can tell who's saying something out of spite and who's saying something funny though. Like right. I just went like the Kings of Comedy is back on Netflix. I went straight to Bernie's set. Mm-hmm. Dude, everything Bernie said in that was exactly 20 years ago. Bernie couldn't have said none of that today.
Hell no.
That's just 20 years ago.
Fucking up your kids.
Yes. Dude, oh man, and the stuttering joke, oh my God. Dude.
Thought you was teasing me.
You couldn't none of these things. Oh, yeah. Him downstairs, the little faggot. He like, yo, he couldn't
do that.
Can't say that word at all. The little punk ass. Like all of these words was like red flags. Even right then, he said how sensitive people were then. Mm-hmm. And he was saying how I couldn't get a show because y'all scared of what I'm gonna say.
And then he said like on one of the little cuts in there, he's like, I apologize. If y'all gonna give me a show,
he said, I apologize. I don't mean none of this, white folks. I'm just trying to make you laugh. I just want a chance like everybody else. That's all. I want a chance like my boys here. Let me get a show.
And that's crazy that D.L. Hughley got a show. Multiple shows, actually. So,
it was okay.
I mean, I liked it. But like I said, the fact that he even got a show because he was so edgy too. Like he might not have been as much as Bernie, but like
I think Dale got more edgy after the show. Like he was borderline, but he wasn't like Bernie.
Nah. Yeah, you're right.
So
But
that's what I'm saying. Like you can see the finesse there.
Well, you know, I think with DL, his intellect shines a little bit more out there than Bernie would have in regards to just today's, you know, consciousness or whatever. So,
yeah,
like
DL
for DL, I think,
right. His interest in politics and stuff like that, I think, helps counter that.
Right. They tried to even give him a show on CNN. So, like, so we know his intellect is on point when it comes to that. Yeah, so that's why I said, like, he always had that extra. But it seems like now as he's gotten older, he's even, like, now he became that, you know, that
grumpy
older
old
uncle
man
now that just mad, you know, to say whatever on his mind and keep it moving. He's like a totally, completely open book.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, he made me cringe on the shit he'll say so honestly. I'm like, God damn, DL.
But yeah, that's a good point. Like Bernie would have had a tough time this day and age of being a comedian.
Yeah. Because he'll still try to be himself, but it would have
watered him down.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, I think he would have survived with Netflix specials and stuff. You know, he wouldn't be making TV no more.
Well, I'm not saying he wouldn't make money. I'm just saying he would always be in the news.
Right. He'd have been more in the news. Like he still would have, you know, did his shows. He'd have became, just did his thing. Still, he'd have been back doing his stand-up again more than like doing movies and TV shows. None of that probably wouldn't have been happening no more. But Bernie's still gonna be Bernie.
Right.
For sure. Like we know ain't nothing gonna water him down by no shape or form. They'll try to, but he'll just do his thing. If Paul Mooney still can do shows in these streets, it's safe to say Bernie will be okay.
That's true.
And to me, Paul Mooney is not really funny. He reckless.
Oh yeah, he reckless.
So, but he's not really funny to me personally. But yeah, but he said whatever's on his mind.
I like Mooney because he's like I said, same thing with his intellect, his appreciation of history and stuff like that. So like the way he ties in history into current events, I think is brilliant to me.
It is. Now, like I said, for him to, like I said, he make me think. Yeah, I still listen to it because, like you say, he will say some thought-provoking things that make me think and be like, okay, I get that. I like that side of him. But the stuff don't make me laugh. But he does educate me at the same time.
Yeah.
So, but that's what he said with the Kevin Hart thing. You know, some people, I saw how people were saying they looked at him more being a narcissist, like he was being just all about him. He was being very selfish. Because see, I gotta check it. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna check it out just soon and everything. But I kept getting mixed reviews from everybody.
No, you got. I mean, like everything else, you gotta watch it for yourself. Like, because you can tell, like the way the documentary was being done, it was not in preparation of that shit hitting the fan. You know what I'm saying? So, like the whole style changed once that issue popped up in it. So,
right.
But it was pretty good. Like I said, it went from being something that was probably supposed to be funny to being, funny and or about his family to being an issue with a change in his career.
Right. I just need to see Kevin Hart. I just got to see the part with the reckless of the daddy trying to took out the little baby though. I gotta watch that part.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
I'm laughing.
The pops live up to all what you think he is in the fucking stand-ups.
So he ain't disappointed. So he ain't disappointed at all. He just is who he is. So that lets you know, like the stuff he said in his
is legit.
His
I mean, even though his pops is sick, like sick now and stuff like that. But like they show like old school pictures and shit like that. He looked like everything I thought his daddy was supposed to be.
Well, I mean, I think the genius of Kevin Hart and his comedy is he's pretty much telling you his story first versus
before you get a chance to dig in and get to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much saying, I mean, that's like a genius move. You're like, hey, look, before you hear from anybody else, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you how fucked up it is.
That's that B Rabbit move from fucking 8 Mile, nigga. I mean, even with us, like, you know, we call out each other shit all the time. So like you said, it's best to put it out there first before you blow up, and then they dig up some stuff from 20 years ago, and it's like, oh, you're not who you say you were, or you did this in your past and all that stuff. Yeah,
Tony. Next time you take me with you.
I don't want to know what that's
about. Well, stick to 20 years, goddamn.
Lord. But
that's a good one.
You too, Sean.
Can't tell on myself what Barry White said.
Yo, I heard that too from Barry White. Though I don't know the great thing. I said, I ain't gonna do no dirt with nobody. I ain't gonna snitch on myself. If I do it by myself, I'm good to go.
Oh, goddamn. Well, yeah, that was a good laugh.
all right, next up, this is a surprisingly interesting topic, and I'm surprised that everybody wanted to discuss this. So apparently, I think it was at a Hawks game, Lil Boosie, who stays out here in Atlanta, was flossing in a Kappa Alpha Psi sweater at the game, and the black community went nuts. So
Kappas went nuts.
Twin, I know you're Alpha. Is this him showing respect and just, you know, maybe making an outfit, or is this a complete flag when it comes to fraternities?
Well, one is totally disrespect. However, he was gravitated toward something that he admired.
Right.
He also was gravitated towards something that was that he was also gravitated that they were gravitated to the song, to the point where they made a stroll. So he was like, well, damn, I want to be down.
Right.
But his approach of trying to be down was the disrespectful part. So
you saying he shouldn't have wore it?
Huh?
So you saying he shouldn't have wore the sweater?
Definitely not.
Cause this is my thing. Is like he's wearing the sweater, like you said. Mm-hmm. There's Kappas all over across the country that shoulder shimmy all day to wipe me down. At the same time, when he wore the sweater, it wasn't like he had, you know, spring 2019 on it or whatever. I think it's a way of him showing respect, kind of like remember how like on Martin or Drake or Living Single, they used to wear like sweaters for HBCUs and stuff like that. I think it was a matter of respect. I don't think he was trying to claim something that he's not. I think he was just saying, like you said, he know Kappas all across the world,
right?
Strutting and stepping to his song. He was just giving them props and putting them on the map. Because he was taking the picture to put, you know, he got the chains flossing, you know what I'm saying? So he was trying to put them on the map. I don't think he was trying to be, which I think is another level of disrespect. It wasn't like he was trying to cross go on papers. You know what I'm saying?
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it. I get it. And I look at it two ways. It's one thing to wear a T-shirt, because that's why I got that. If you look at the T-shirt, it blatantly have the letters K-A Psi
Mm-hmm.
So to wear a shirt like that versus a shirt that spells out Kappa Alpha Psi, I mean, it could be. I can see how the brothers of that organization got a little sensitive to it, but
it's like free promotion though.
I was talking to Floyd. I said, earlier I said, Lil Boosie could have went about it a different way. He could have wanted to know a little more information about the organization first before he went ahead and put on a shirt that really he knows nothing about, except for what he sees,
Right, but you never know what he may know. He might have somebody in his family.
True.
I said, like I told you earlier, my dad is a Kappa, so you didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it could be that type of situation too. But I think to me, it's like free promotion. Like, think about this: the high school cats that play ball or whatever listen to Boosie, and they go into college, and somebody asks them about a fraternity, and guess what's going to be the first fraternity to come to mind? It's going to be a Kappa because one of their favorite rappers wore a Kappa shirt, Kappa sweater or shirt. So, I mean, I don't know. It can kind of go both ways.
But I'll look up on the flip side of it too. I know it's there's a respect to it and everything, but Boosie could have came out a long time ago, sent a letter to the national chapter of Kappas saying, hey, if I see any video of y'all doing a stroll to my song, I will sue. So please cease and desist.
Mm-hmm.
It could have came.
No, that's true because they videotape a lot of those and post them all over. So that's copyrights of his music being played and it's being sent through.
That's true.
Yeah.
So he could have easily did that. So
he could have.
But I think from a business standpoint for Kappa Alpha Psi, they could have easily been like, okay, cool. Obviously, this man has interest in our culture. Obviously, this man got interest in what we do.
Let him go paper.
Let's go reach out to him, see how involved he wants to get and see what we're doing. And also make this a good business opportunity because I told Sean this earlier. I said, hey, if they would have just made Boosie honorary Kappa, right? This dude from the hood who got millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They could easily just do an outreach through him with the reputation of him saying, hey, young boys and young men, we'll open the doors up for you just to make you better. Just to up, what I'm saying, whatever. But, I looked at it like, for me, and of course, what I'm associated with, I look at it like, because he wants to represent it, it would have been a great business move to kind of say, hey, let's bridge the gap in between those who are educated and those who are not, and bring on Boosie, honorary Kappa. He gonna donate money to the organization. We can use him to outreach areas that we never could touch, which was, I mean, of course, most college situations is people that's trying to get out the hood and, go into the other swing of life. But now you can actually directly go into the hood and say, hey, we have people that just like y'all because we got Boosie right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know what I mean? And that could have been
working in your favor.
Because how many actors and actresses we see or this public figures that get honorary doctorates from schools they ain't never attended a day in their life.
Exactly.
This is the same opportunities they could have, seized and jumped on ASAP. And, and he could have convinced these kids, but like this now you do have to go to school now to rep.
Yeah.
To be honorary, Kappa, you have to go to school though. But they just showed me love because I showed them love. That's how I got on. But you need to go to college to properly get on. So like you said, this could have helped across the board there. But,
so Twin, let me ask you this. So if you're an alpha, right? So say for example, I don't know if he is or not, if Obama, goes somewhere and flosses an alpha shirt, like, do you what makes you feel like that's a disrespect? Like that should be, you should be honored. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got somebody that's of certain stature, It's
here's the thing. Be honest with you, man. It's not really about who it is in the shirt or who it is in the jacket. Barack Obama or anybody have an outfit shirt on, first thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say a couple things, and I'm hoping that you're gonna respond to me in a certain way.
Right.
If you can't respond to me in a certain way, then I'm gonna ask you very politely, take that motherfucking t-shirt off. But politely, I'm gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Stolen Valor videos.
You said what, dog?
Them Stolen Valor videos. I don't know if you've seen those. When they catch the dudes wearing a phony military uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I see.
That gets real.
Yeah, I mean, if you wearing the t-shirt, man, you can't tell me something about the t-shirt. I'm sorry, man. You gotta take that t-shirt off.
Same thing in masonry.
Yeah.
Same thing in masonry.
Jesus could be wearing. I'm like, hey, yo. No,
but I'm just saying, like, you know, where in that opportunity, where did the divine line to see an opportunity to? I mean, I understand your point where you come from because your experience of getting those letters is unique in its own. You know what I'm saying?
But the bigger corporation, when do you make the smart move instead of questioning that person?
Here, can I give you another example without using fraternity and sorority?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, for my organization, so we got these shirts, right? Got these shirts made with my logo on it, and we're at step practice. This kid comes into our rehearsal, and he goes, "Oh, I want to wear that shirt." And instead of me saying, "Well, nah, you're not on the step team, can't wear the shirt," I took that opportunity and said, "You want to wear the shirt?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, come on in, come to rehearsal." So I invited him to learn a little bit about what Step with Soul was first. Then I'm gonna go ahead and give you the shirt because at least you
know
got
what you're about.
Correct. Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. Is like from the organizational point of view, if you see Boosie want to wear this shirt, why not reach out to Boosie and say, "Hey,
definitely." I look. Don't get me wrong. Kappas got their right to be all pissed off, but I also feel like Kappas could have been like, "Yo, you want to learn about our organization? We want my
do."
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? I actually think I could be wrong, but I think little Bootsy brother. I think his brother's a Kappa.
He is a Kappa. That's what I'm about to say. That's what I brought up earlier. Like his older brother is like two years older than him, and I could have sworn on the post somebody said something like he should have talked to his brother and know this was wrong.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And his brother was actually showing him how to shimmy.
That was his brother on that video?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
He was like, "Hey man," you gotta loosen them shoulders up a little bit. You gotta loosen them shoulders up, man.
he gets a pass.
So
he gets a pass in.
That's a whole So
right, that's a whole different ball game now. Then if it's his brother in the mix,
right?
Yeah,
that's why he's so more comfortable rocking it.
Huh? They know what to see.
So that's a big. So that makes a whole another thing. Yeah. Now that we say that.
Mm-hmm. So here's now on the flip side of that. Now his brother. I mean, we don't know the front end, but I'm sure his brother has some idea that he took some type of liking to the brother Kappa Alpha Psi. I mean, I don't know why anyone would in the first place, but that's his prerogative.
But I have an example of that too. Now that y'all say this, so like Floyd, Condell, my cousin Condell, he was a Sigma. And then
hold on, let's pray for this brother. Hold on.
I knew it.
Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Lord. Okay, go ahead.
No, but anyway, he is Sigma, and my homeboy G is a Sigma. So like, of course they were trying to recruit me, or whatever. I wasn't having it. So like, they got their canes or whatever, they practicing. So, I'm kind of, I at one point knew what I was doing with that. So I used to take their canes and practice with it. You know what I'm saying? So somebody happened to pass by, seen him in front of the dorm, and they were like, "What you doing with that?"
No.
And I was like, "I'm showing him something." You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, it was like a little brief moment, and then, you know, Condell kind of shut it down. But I see what you're saying now. Like, now that I remember that, it's like they took offense. Like, how dare he pick up the cane and he ain't go through?
Right. It's a fucking cane.
Yeah.
Like that right there. Nah. That right there, man. That's just man. That's petty right there.
But I mean, I was better than them, so that was the problem. That was the real problem.
Yeah, and I was about to say that. You probably had more. You probably had more to offer them than they did you.
I mean, that was pretty much my thing. I was like, the only reason why I would join the fraternity was to do steps and you know, stuff like that. But other than that, I ain't really had no. I already had friends.
Right.
And them hoes.
Yeah.
Right.
Back in the day.
Right.
And them hoes. But I ain't need no. You know, I ain't really need it because that was my other thing about fraternities is, you know, people that try to be what they wasn't and create a new personality.
Yep. Seen that.
So
Alpha's trying to recruit me at LSU.
You said what?
I said Alpha's trying to recruit me at LSU. No, so I was saying, you know, Bridget at the time, she was, I guess, you know, in line for AKAs, and you know, I didn't know that it cost money to join. Like, wait, you know, why are you paying why are you paying this? Yeah, this is dues and fees. Oh, hell no.
That was mind-boggling to me. I was like, so you telling me I got to pay to have new friends that I probably ain't gonna like?
I'm not paying. Yeah, that's why I could never done. I'm not paying to have friends.
But you know what? I wish I would have done it now. You know, thinking about it, because you know the connections, and you know, but I didn't know that was the direction I was going to take in my life eventually. But having been where I am now, I wish, you know, that could have been something I could have.
But let me ask you this: you telling me you don't have connections now?
Brother Martin?
Brother Martin, yeah, I do have a few with Brother Martin. I can do that, but you know,
I don't know, man. I feel like
black, you know, as far as being black in business.
But joining a black fraternity, that's not going to gain you much either.
I would have loved to, you know, see what that opportunity was before.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean,
it was sparked the conversation based off of the reason why, but I can say that in a lot of cases, even the thing I'm associated with, it might spark the conversations, but actual people that actually have the means to do it,
closed deals.
It's small. It's small. I mean,
because I know a bunch of, like I was telling Twin earlier, like, you know, my pops being a Kappa. I mean, I know a bunch of Kappas that brought up that conversation and this and that and the other, saying, "Oh, you should have been a Kappa," you know, just for that, just to say because my daddy was one. But there's only a few of them that I really would have kicked it with. You know what I'm saying? That can actually be of use. So, like I said, it's only a small percentage of them. Some people just get the letters just to say I got letters. You know, it's not really that many that's doing it for the bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion.
Ain't not gonna lie, bro. With that long neck, bro. That'd been a long shimmy, bro. That would have been a long goddamn.
Well, look, man. I'll be honest with y'all. Don't get me wrong. I love being a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, but you know, I was having this discussion with my wife who wanted to stay over Christmas holiday, and I think I do more. Well, my reason for joining, I think I do more of that now that I'm a graduate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as you can build connections, you know. I think you can build connections in any organization that you join. It could be a fraternity, could be the church, could be a nonprofit organization.
Right.
Shit, it could be right here at the time, baby. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of that, there's probably I could count how many alphas I really communicate, like on one hand, how many I really communicate with, to be honest with you. Yeah. But Anthony, it's never too late, bro. You can always join the grad chapter.
We gotta get a degree first.
Oh. Yeah, you do. Yeah. That's one thing to do require. You don't have to be in grad school, but yeah, they do require.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, but definitely something that you don't need it. Well, I say it like that.
But like Toon was saying, like just because you join doesn't mean you truly gain all those connections.
Nah, and you know, me being a cocky bastard, I mean, shit, I was already extra, so shit. I don't need you motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. And that was my approach too. It was like I got tricked into a meeting. They basically told me straight up, it's like, we just need your GPA. Like, how? Like, what kind of you gonna just straight up tell me that? Like, come on, man.
I'm back.
What? Well, I say back in that time, if you was a known unknown, they'll find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, that was the thing is like,
especially when you're on campus drop a dick off.
At USL, outside of the football team, I think the people from New Orleans crew was some of the most popular people. So like between, you know, like the St. Aug crew and the River Parish crew, like, you know, we were all former athletes. So like we wasn't good enough to play college ball, but we looked like somebody. And a lot of them joined fraternities. So it's like, oh, that's your boy. So naturally you think, okay, he gonna follow suit. So but again, like I said, the whole pay to play and just some of the fake people I seen that changed their whole personality or persona when they cross. I just didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't deal with that. Ain't nobody gonna be hitting me with a paddle. Floyd, I'm pretty sure you know the results of this. We almost had to save Condell from beating somebody's ass from what do you call that, Hell Week?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran up on him. They ran up on him, and cuz ain't rap tight. And he put some hands on people. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, stuff like that. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't.
That was the thing Brittany on there too. With I used to work with one of her sorority sisters, and when she crossed the semester before, and she just got all in her head with AK. I'm like, hey, you might want to watch out for this one if you do cross over there. She changed.
Yeah, I must say everybody ain't built for that.
I mean, for the history alone and what it stood for, I can see why. I just think that, you know, in a lot of cases, you talk to some guys here and there, you know what I mean, that's in frats and stuff like that, you know, just like a high school reunion in most cases. But I mean, but for those who do benefit from it, they do a good job of using that name as a platform to say, hey, this is where I come from. Yeah. This is where I'm now. This is what I'm associated with. But those guys are far and few versus if you look at the masses.
Right.
You know, you might say, hey, you know, yeah, he might be affiliated with this organization, but he works at Walmart. So how there's more of them. Him?
Right.
More of them versus those that, you know, that are in those positions that can actually
These are the ones I have a problem with, is the ones that players just to say, oh, it helped me get more pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like how many of those cats we know that literally did it for that? Like, oh man, my pussy numbers went up to this number once I got my letters.
That's why a lot of St. Leo folks went to St. No.
Yeah, we
For the
call them.
Hey. It did too. It did.
We call them T-shirt brothers.
Exactly. I know exactly. T-shirts.
T-shirt brothers.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wasn't about. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is like I'm big on, like, even when I was coaching, I didn't want to just coach an AAU team that just did it just to get numbers. Oh, we got X number of wins. I wanted like a family culture. You know what I'm saying? So until I found that, that's I waited out until I got that. But to say that to me, if you need some letters on a shirt to get you some ass, then that's a problem that you got.
Or your letters on your shirt to just get you attention, period.
Exactly. So
you go to somebody's.
So that to me was just outlandish. I just never understood that. Like, I never understood that culture before I got to college.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say, like, to be fair, a lot of these people, they didn't know a social life until they got to college. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and, we did everything underneath the sun before we got to college. That's the difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was dropping dick off since 95. You know what I mean? You got this. I'm just saying, like, for some people, I understand that some people, they need that to grow. And that's what some fraternities did for some people. But like I said, for the masses, it just was a way to kind of find themselves. It was like, hey, look, I'm a nobody in this town, or I don't know nobody in this town. Let me join this Greek fraternity and hopefully find like a friendship or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
Because I know a lot of cats that they line brothers, they still chat with each other till the day. It's me outside looking in. Like, I'll be like, just like a person that doesn't go to HBCU. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to UNO and sometimes I look at, HBCUs and how they graduate and be like, oh man, that bond is a little bit different than me going to like UNO or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
But for me, like I said, I never needed that because, like, I got
drop a dick off since 95.
Right. So I got people from Slidell to Lafayette. Like, that was before college. So, like, just from moving around a lot or playing ball or, having cousins all over the place, I didn't need to get notoriety based on a fraternity or based on who I hung around.
Well, your popularity was pretty much based off of your basketball skills. Your fraternity was basketball, if you look at it. Just like, like for me, it was band. Raw sports, you know what I mean? Even though he antisocial, you know what I mean? But I mean, like Anthony, he could have been his what he did in high school and college or whatever. I just look at, in a lot of cases, we all did join a group some type of way, which led to those friendships that we are now. It might be at school, could have been elementary school, it could have been, band, sports, soccer, or whatever. I mean, but when it kind of comes to fraternities, it's more like, I guess you want to say more organized, well, more expensive organized situation.
Yeah, because I'm about to say you do pay for sports, but this is a whole nother level.
Right.
Fraternity.
Because I mean, even with Southern Band, I think inside of you go to Southern, that's one thing. You join a band, that's another thing, and there's a fraternity in Southern Band. So how binding are those guys versus
the average cat to go to Southern? Yeah.
Right. And then their ties back to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Or Baton Rouge or wherever they're from. You know what I mean? So,
I remember one time we went to somewhere off of Frenchman and we was watching a band and you knew the dude that played the trumpet. I was like, just random ass cat, just you know what I'm saying?
On Frenchman?
Yeah, it was, and I was playing that to Nikki, like, just she was like, how do you know him? I was like, they probably played in the band together.
Yeah, that's my guess. Everybody on Frenchman probably from St. Aug that plays, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's I mean, if I want to go see my classmates, I know where to find them at. They all freshmen.
Yeah.
For 20 years. That's true.
So
Yeah.
So Twin, you gonna send me an Alpha shirt? I'm gonna sport it around here in the city.
Yeah, man.
Floyd, you send me a Mason shirt, or I tell my daddy to. And
Hey man, you don't want them Illuminati ties, bro.
right, because he gonna start asking questions I can't answer.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna do you one better, Batman. I'm gonna do you one better, man. I'm gonna give you all the secrets.
Holy shit! Oh, you going to the secret book? The same secret book that's. Hey man, to be honest with you, that's one conversation we need to have. Your secret book and my secret.
I'm gonna make it legit when you got that shirt on. Shoot.
Hey, I'm gonna stay antisocial, so I'm good. I'm sticking with y'all click. I don't need.
Okay, but them friends, sorority chants y'all be yelling out, man. Just throw a nigga off guard sometimes.
I ain't got no time for all that. I ain't built for all that noise. I'm too laid back for all that shit. So yeah, I leave that to y'all cats. Y'all are more vibrant.
They be so aggressive, bro. So peep this. So I went somewhere with Floyd one time when I was out there, and when we went by to do a little shop, the little seafood spot, and we out there drinking and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, he one of us or whatever." And he was like, "Nah, but his daddy is." "Oh yeah, I can see it in his eyes." Like he got all excited. I was like, "Man, relax."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Relax, man. Come on, chill. I'm just trying to have a Corona, man.
Yeah,
I can see it in his eyes. Like you can't see shit. My eyes don't even open that wide.
Layla, are you eating your broccoli?
Well, I was like this.
If you're not hungry, don't eat it.
The common denominator when it comes to fraternities is everything is pretty much scripted from the Bible. So you could be a pastor and know it all and don't really know.
Yeah.
True?
True.
I mean, technically, if you look at the Bible and if you study Moorism, the Moors coming from Africa to European lands and stuff like that, that's pretty much what it is. If you know that part, then you straight.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna stay antisocial because I ain't digging into nothing.
But I would say before this podcast ends, our rest in heaven, the fifth Ward Weebie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, heard about that.
Yeah,
let me find out what fair would be my song.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have
got a Walmart gift card.
Find out if you know who he was. The city.
Well, look, y'all, I'm gonna have to deuces in a second here.
All right, man.
The wife say you better bring your ass to bed. That's what she said.
She has been giving me that eye.
Oh shit! I don't want no more grandchildren. Too old for this shit.
Yeah, buddy.
Whatever. That's why I said I live vicariously through all y'all with them raggedy ass kids. Y'all do y'all thing. I wish I would. I'm done.
Valentine's Day is approaching. All I'm gonna say is don't show me them raggedy ass drawers from last year.
That does not count as a gift.
Yes.
And I'll be more social media alertness gonna be coming. I'll be like, hey, Valentine's Day coming. I don't want that shit. Like, show me something new.
And I think as a group, we need to promote. I don't know if y'all familiar with Steak and Blowjob Day.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what now?
Steak and Blowjob Day.
It's March 14th.
March 14th.
Yeah, we need to promote that.
Okay. All right, I'm about to inquire about that.
Ribeye. You know what I'm saying? Medium well.
Yeah, that. Huh.
You can't beat Wadding's meat.
Right.
Now that's a t-shirt I want.
Oh man,
Hey, I'm actually getting that made.
No, they got legit. They got legit stuff.
No, they got legit t-shirts.
It's a real store. Yeah, they got real stores. Yeah.
Damn.
saying,
I
but
forget that. Yeah, there's a website that got New Orleans T-shirts.
I saw one in Lafayette.
Damn, I've been single this long. I'm this far out the loop. God damn, I don't know none of this shit. You know what? That's cool. I'm gonna stay out of this. I don't need none of these problems. I'm just gonna keep minding my business and chilling.
Can't be Wakers Meet. They got World's Fair T-shirts, Mackenzie's T-shirts.
oh shit, they do got a BKB Wagons B T-shirt. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. Need that in my life. But
yeah, Weebie was definitely a shocker.
And they say how I never heard how he passed.
They say that he had a blood vessel bust in his chest. He had blood clots and stuff like that. But do y'all consider him the bounce king? Like I know he's the yeah, I know he used to call himself that at times. Is he the bounce king?
I don't know.
Is it with Jubilee still?
Yeah, I
said
said DJ Jubilee.
Jubilee gets that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think Jubilee. But yeah, let me see. Jubilee.
You gotta say Partners in Crime. I mean, there's so many other people.
There's so many. Though.
Yeah, UNLV.
There's so many though.
UNLV wasn't full time bounce, so I wouldn't count UNLV. I wouldn't count. I do count Jubilee. I wouldn't count.
You could even say Mystical to a certain degree.
But yeah, but he would he wasn't full time like bounce music. Like,
Juvie at one time. Juvie before Cash Money.
But let me think. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think Jubilee, Weebie, Partners in Crime. That to me is like immediately when it comes to bounce.
Dude, Partners in Crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta add them to the list. I mean, then you got the ones they had.
Drama Squad.
Well, I mean, that's everybody had one hit. Everybody else had just had their one hit though.
I'm thinking about people that had multiples.
Yeah, Pimp Daddy.
Pimp Daddy. I've been looking for that album lately. I can't find it.
Good luck on that one.
I found one time on Amazon they was selling that bitch for like $80.
Sound about right.
Who was it? Well, yeah. Well, the one who went mainstream was DJ Jubilee.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that got to be considered the key.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But Jubilee definitely had those features and hooks on other people's shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Take 4 records.
Take 4.
That was the thing. Now it's so funny that bounce music carries so well. That's another conversation we need to have. How bounce music carries so well from our childhood to our adulthood.
You know how many people have sampled bounce songs these past 10 years?
No, this last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion making $1 million off that stuff. Back to back.
Was it with City Girls and Drake and
Beyonce
and fucking what's
yeah,
your boy?
Beyonce don't count.
She does count because she's been doing it for like 20 years. No, she stole Jubilee stuff.
When she was at Essence, when she did "Get Me Body," she said she was so excited to do that song because she stole it from us.
Yeah, that "Get Me Body" was definitely DJ Jubilee. And then who else I was saying?
Chris Brown
Chris Brown got Monkey on the Stick.
Yep.
Well, I was like this. To be fair to all of them or whatever, I would say in the music industry, there's always somebody from New Orleans. In every scenario. There's some New Orleans tied in every case scenario in music.
No, but the mess up thing with the cat that did the one for Drake, that nigga from Canada.
He did. No, I thought he got that beat from somebody locally.
Nope, the cat did it from Canada. The cat died to do that from Canada, got it from somebody from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say, I knew the beat came from New Orleans, and then they did their own twist to it, and that's how it got released.
Yeah.
Boy, I just look at it like, I mean,
But New Orleans is such a musically involved city. So like, because remember, Manny Fresh was on All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I remember reading when I was in high school. It was like, yo, that's big. Like, this is I remember at the time when it came out, like a historically popular album, and he was one of the producers on it. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, just from, and I tell people at work this all the time, when you grew up in New Orleans, at some point in time, you pick up a football or you pick up an instrument. You know what I'm saying? So, or you do both. So, like you said, when it comes to music, at some point or not, you gonna get a New Orleans roots cat.
Right.
Well, I actually had somebody tell me that said you being from New Orleans musically inclined is unfair to the rest of the world because we know it from the start.
Yeah.
Most of the cats don't know it.
Like for me, I know for me, which was crazy. So when I was still staying in the city, you had music class and they taught you music. You learn how to read and write music or whatever. And no matter whatever you did, sports-wise or whatever, you can take music class. When I moved out the city and went in River Parish and St. John Parish, they told me if you're not in the band, you can't take music class because they wanted you to participate in the band and march and stuff like that. So like, you know what I'm saying? But being in the city, all they want to do is just for you to learn. You didn't have to be in the band or not. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, New Orleans is one of those cities where you got children that actually at a bus stop will literally compete for each other's instruments at like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Versus other cities or whatever where they have organized, you know.
Yeah, they want you to be. They want you to be puppets.
Yeah.
When it came.
Exactly.
Because like the way I learned music, I learned by ear first. You know what I'm saying? I used to be able to play the little keyboard by ear. And then I learned how to read music. And then once I got to St. Charles Parish, and they was like, you got to be in the band to take this class. I'm like, well, screw it then. I ain't marching out there for Mardi Gras. I'm going to be out there in the streets.
Right.
Ah, man, you beat me too much, you asshole. Nah, but I mean, you know, I just look at it like, you know, like you can see it now, like even like Luke James, St. Leo, Don Richards, St. Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? There's a couple other cats that's out there doing their thing, even from an elementary school standpoint. And I was in a private Catholic school. I mean, if you switch over to public school,
there's not that many. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, if you switch over to public school in that NOCA program, bro, it's heavy. They are heavy hitters out here. So.
But Don benefited from our attitude.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you know, I will say that. But I guess you want to say from outside of the music standpoint, the entertainment aspect, she got from her mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She could dance her ass off.
Yeah.
Like Luke James, the music side, he got that from New Orleans, but the entertainment side, think about how we dance in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
We learned how to hold our balance at 8 years old. Shoot, you better hold on, old girl. And not fall.
True.
I'm saying it's just how we do things. So all right. Yeah. Well, I'm tapped out. Any new vinyl guys?
No. I'm gonna probably hurt feelings about my birthday. Got a couple of in the mix that I'm about to probably count for the birthday.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna request a player for my birthday and start collecting as well.
Yeah, I got a couple of hidden gems here that I just saw that Amazon have right now, and I'm gonna go ahead on it. Probably make those happen right around the birthday. I think around 3 of them. I don't want to hit them yet. I just want to discuss Anthony real quick when I hit him with these 3. You ain't gonna see these coming.
I think I saw one you might talk about, so I'm gonna get one.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah, because I saw one. I was like, oh, that's on vinyl. Okay,
Yeah.
want to snatch that. So yeah, I think no one for sure gonna get everybody in their feelings, but the others still waiting on. I don't know why they ain't showing me love. I'm waiting on Mary's My Life to be re-released. That one is hard to find.
Yeah.
Last time I saw it, I saw a pre-owned one at Josie Records and wanted a strong 85 for it. I said, I wish I would. You pay no 85 for something use.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I got.
So do vinyl records do they vary in price? Like as far as like something like in the thousands? So because
definitely
funny.
Depending if they're rare or not. Yeah.
And the what edition it is? Is it the original edition? Has it been re-released? Things like that. Cause like I say, Purple Rain and Thriller, you can get that all day, every day. It's easy as hell to get. So unless you have the original when that came out, now that'll cost you a few thousand.
Yep.
If it's the original.
Because like I want to say like kind of same type of thing. Because even with the Jazz Fest art we have here, man, like my wife looked at one of the posters that we have. It was given to me by my mom, and I think at the time or whatever, it was like 3 years ago. It wasn't necessarily. It was like valued like $200-300. The same poster today is valued at $4,000. And I'm just like,
I can't find it nowhere.
I said that shit crazy. So maybe we might have a moment where we talk about investment in art.
Yeah, well, art always gonna go up. The vinyl is not that strong, but it just depends on just what particular. I read it, yeah, because I mean, I have some David Ruffins and Commodores, the original copies. I only paid $4 or $5 for them.
Yeah,
and you can tell. I mean, it's the original. You can see how faded out and old the lining is in it and everything. So you can tell it's the original from that time. But it's just like the value of vinyl don't. But it's more about just the listening pleasure of it for yourself as just a record collector. But it's nothing of a major investment. But like you said, now art and stuff, now like you said, that's a whole nother ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that art there, don't matter. Like you said, it could be posters, the original paintings, all levels. That shit can get real with the art.
Cool. I'm intrigued.
Like
a brand new. I'm intrigued like a brand new stripper in a strip club you always go to.
Yeah, because like that, man, you can't.
When can I start? Immediately.
Yeah.
Speaking like of strokers?
Yeah, they're like the art festival down there in Miami. The Basquiat, man, the paintings that be going on down there is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tony Love, any last words?
Interesting weekend coming up next week with the conference championships. I'm pulling for Green Bay. I don't want the 49ers to do their thing. I'm not a Bosa fan. Respect his game, but he a Trump supporter.
Go ahead and say it. Fuck him.
Exactly.
Don't dance around it. Go ahead and say it. Fuck him.
Fuck you, bro. No. For you alone. And that illegal hit yesterday, come on. You already got the foot in the ass and you got to knock it. So.
Yeah, that's true. And well, shoot, we got the championship game tomorrow night for y'all LSU fans.
Mm-hmm.
If LSU win, I'm a fan again. I'm a fan again.
Oh, that's how we gonna do it.
Look, that national championship when it was Alabama and LSU, and I was still living in Slidell, they were, oh man, we're gonna do it again. No, y'all not. Gave Nick Saban 30 plus days to get y'all. Like you said with Triple H, you don't want me focused on you. and that's what say y'all not gonna get more than a field goal. I promise you. And it was a blow. It was a shutout.
All right.
So
Yeah,
I haven't been a fan.
I don't see Clemson pulling this off.
I don't even think I'm gonna watch the game though. Like I'm not even really interested.
I think Clemson's gonna do a lot better than what people think. I think so too. Clemson is going to give them a lot more than they can. Don't count them out. It's still Dabo Swinney's team. It is and the defensive coordinator too, Venable.
Mm-hmm.
They take on his personality as well. So I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think.
Okay.
I agree with Tony.
Rashawn,
I just want to see.
Mm-hmm.
What's your last words?
Oh, no.
I know you ain't got much sports wise.
No, I don't really have no. Oh, Sean the hell ain't got shit sports wise. No last words. Hey, like this. We're in 2020. Birthday is 2 weeks away. About to be 43. Very shocking. Hey, I'm just staying on my mind of my own business tour, dude. That's all. No more, no less.
All day. Aquarius in the building. Same for me. Birthday coming up next weekend. Raheem Goodell will be out here. Who knows what's going to happen? Titans up. I just want us to play hard. I don't even care if we win or not. I'm just happy we're in that position. But I think we're gonna, as far as this podcast, I think I got a few things in mind. As far as us progressing into this year, so that's my focus this year. Me and Raheem Goodell had some discussions, so more to come on that.
Cool.
But as always, like, listen, share, comment. This has been another good episode. We got a surprise appearance from Twin, even though he dipped out early. But good episode.
Clock ran out on him.
Yeah, that clock ran out on him. He ran, like me and my boys say, he ran out of quarters. So
we gotta get Ed Ellis on here at some point.
I've been thinking that.
I've been working on that.
So that's more to come. I'd love to have that. Especially
yeah, I've been working
with NBA
on that.
Playoffs coming up with the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm slowly, constantly putting that out there. I will continue on, but I just need y'all to still do y'all part on that also. But I've been working on it.
All right. Until next time, more foolishness, more sports, more music, more trophies, more medals. Be back next time. Go y'all old asses to bed.
All right.
All right.
Keep your Cresco up, ho.